Do you want to play?
Not really, no. Don't miss this climax. Shit out of my face! So we just got back from seeing 50 Shades Freed. My expectations were already down to the fucking floor, to the center of the earth, and this movie still disappointed me somehow. I felt disgusted pretty much by every second of this film. The story was a complete waste of time. I felt like I was watching a Facebook Live video. It was so uninteresting and so unfocused. It just jumped everywhere. The main antagonist, Mr. Hyde, Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Dinkle, fucking porno.
Dinklebird.
Yeah, that guy was a waste of my fucking time, everyone's time. I felt like the people who wanted to watch this movie, like the preteens and the 60-year-old moms, didn't even like this movie. The sex scenes were tasteless. I didn't even get a chubby. I got more of a chubby looking at Mel Gibson's face than I did watching this movie.
This whole movie was an Audi commercial, like driving through the streets of New York, Audi commercial. There's a chase scene where the woman, Anastasia, she's the getaway driver, and he's like, get away from him. She's like, okay, and then she becomes a race car driver and swoops through traffic, but it's the most boring chase scene ever seen on screen. They tried to Baby Driver, and they got gone in 60 seconds. You know, Nick Cage did better than this.
I felt like I was watching a live feed of my car driving to work. The shots were boring. The entire movie was boring, and it was like 2 hours long, I'm guessing.
It felt
like three times. I felt like it was 6 hours.
I had a feeling that it was about 30 minutes into it. I was like, fuck, we have to sit through this whole thing. I can't walk out right now.
And then we just kept on going and going. There's all these little mini story arcs with these mini side characters that never get really fulfilled, and it's just a mess. The climax of this movie was laughable. I felt like I was watching a bad TV show from the early 2000s. The way the movie ends and wraps up is typical of, it's what you expect from a Twilight fan fiction.
Twilight was better.
Yeah, I would rather watch Twilight.
That's saying something. The directing, there's nothing. Who cares? Nothing. Writing, nothing. The writing was shit.
It was awful. The dialogue
was fucking terrible.
The dialogue made me cringe. There were scenes where you're supposed to feel like tense, you know? I was just either laughing or just cringing my butthole because it was so bad.
Cinematography was fucking gorgeous. Just kidding. It was shit. There was no cinematography. The acting was pretty shitty too, actually. I mean, the two main characters, Christian Grey and Anastasia Grey, whatever. They were whatever, fine, acting-wise. But everybody else was pretty shitty in this movie, actually. Her boss in the movie was fucking weird. Like, I don't know if that was his character to be fucking awful at life and acting, but that's what he was. You could have gone to our high school 15 years ago, because we're 35, and picked out people from the drama department or fucking band, and they could have acted better than her friends in this movie.
There really isn't a single redeemable factor about this movie. You would think, right, a movie based off of like sexual tension and pleasure, and it would be like interesting to watch, but it's so boring. I get more emotion from seeing like somebody eat a Big Mac for the first time than watching any of those sex scenes.
From the beginning to the end, I didn't build any care for any character. At any point, one of them could have gotten shot in the face or raped. Wouldn't have cared at all because none of them mean anything.
Let's drop this in the ratings. I am giving this a 1 out of 10. This is ISIS level bad, folks. This is an ISIS film. I feel like ISIS could use this film to torture people, to make them commit suicide, and these are all unfortunate things. I did not want this movie to be an ISIS film, but it is. It's a 1 out of 10. I don't understand what's happening anymore. Please kill me.
I'm gonna give this movie, we haven't done this rating before though, a 0.5. It is below ISIS. I believe that if you gave ISIS a camera, which they have cameras, they could produce better films than this movie. They can do better, ISIS can do better. We'll figure out 0.5 later.
That's it, folks. It's a very simple review because it's a very simple movie. It's below
It's
simple.
not even simple. It's like a donkey that's retarded, missing a chromosome, or having an extra chromosome.
While getting fucked by its dad.
That big old daddy horse dick fucking him could have done better than this. Watching that would have been more enjoyable.
Yeah. I would totally watch that over that. If it was 4 hours long and I was like stuck to a chair with my eyes glued open watching that, I would be like smiling like, oh, at least I'm not watching 50 Shades Freed.
That's true.
Guys, like and favorite, subscribe. Tell us what you thought about this movie. Till next time, okay?
Later. Black Panther next week. Oh my god, I'm so drawn to you.
Look at my dick. I have a lot of toys. We can have fun.
Not too much fun.